Jacksonville is a dumpster fire. That's the sort of the opening phrase I'm going to use for this video. I want to make this video short because I don't really have many things to say about Jacksonville. They're just not a team I keep track of too much. I'll occasionally look in to see what they're doing, but other than that, I don't even really watch any of their games. I don't really care too much, but clearly by their record and how their offense has been, it's a disaster. Mac Jones, it's just not an NFL quarterback. It's a guy that should be in the Arena League, who should, be working at a fucking Sonic or a goddamn Steak and Shake, and he's playing in the NFL. He just has no arm. This guy's one of the worst arms I've ever seen in my life. And I've said that a lot about a lot of different quarterbacks, but I mean it with Mac Jones. He just has no arm strength. Obviously, T-Law's out for the rest of the year, and, there's no hope. Rock bottom with this franchise. Who are you going to pick? Are you going to pick, Travis Hunter? Or, who would you pick? I don't know, because let's say you get, I don't know, what do you get, the second overall pick? Or, the third overall pick? Travis Hunter. Shedeur Sanders goes 1 because some team's fucking stupid. Cam Ward at 2. And then, you could get Travis Hunter at 3, but what does he add to your team? Honestly, what does Travis Hunter add to your team? It's one player. Your whole roster needs completely overhauled. The whole coaching staff needs completely overhauled. Everything needs a retooling. Every position needs to be changed, other than maybe quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, just to me, has not been impressive at all. The past 2 years, he just, to me, I don't know. I don't know if he's a good quarterback. I don't even know if he's a above average quarterback. I'm starting to think the guy's below average. The way he plays, he sort of gets jittery in the pocket and is really shit under pressure. If you pressure him, he's going to get really nervous. I don't know about him. I have a lot of questions. He's athletic. He's got the big arm. He's got the 6'6" frame. I don't know if he has what it takes to play in this league. He maybe was a one-year wonder quarterback where he had one good year in the second season and his skill has just completely faded away. And, with all the talent and promise that he, was hyped to have coming out of college, it is a bit disappointing, man. Touted as a generational quarterback prospect, absolutely not living up to it at all. Generational quarterback prospects come in and they immediately make an impact on the team and contribute to the team winning games. Trevor Lawrence, he didn't do it in the first year, but he had Urban Meyer. Second year, had a good season, and then it's been downhill since then. It's just been completely downhill. It's been down the gutter. It's only getting worse for Jacksonville. This is probably the worst run franchise in the NFL. And you got teams like the Giants, teams like the fucking Browns, just atrocious teams. Teams like the Jets, just run-down poverty organizations, poverty franchises. And Jacksonville just may take the cake. They have nothing of any sort of value whatsoever on any position. Well, you have a couple of decent players. A couple that are worth keeping, and a couple that you could consider keeping, but the rest can fucking go. Because this is a clown show. This is a disaster. I don't care about injuries. I don't care if the coaches suck. This is all around a fucking sham. This is a scam operation. And Jacksonville fans, if there really is any left at this point, to be honest with you, because there's probably not. They've all probably said, fuck it, I'm just going to go be a fan of the Buccaneers. There's no fucking point when I can just be a fan of a good team or the Dolphins or something. I don't know. They've already migrated to a different NFL team in Florida because there are two better teams in Florida. They don't have to fucking root for Jacksonville. You can make an excuse and say, well, I have, yada, yada, yada. Make some shit excuse for why you switched to, being a Bucs fan or Dolphins fan, because it's much, much better than being a Jaguars fan, because this team's literally never won anything. And never will win anything with the current ownership, with the the current coaching staff and regime they have in place, and the players. Everything combined is a fucking disaster. It's a fucking dumpster fire of very epic proportions. And I just wanted to make a quick and short video on Jacksonville, because it's just it's sort of a bit mentally draining talking about teams that are this shit. It's just sad. With the Bears, I can get some sort of sick, sadistic enjoyment out of that, because of Caleb Williams being all hyped up and just, not really playing with the number 1 overall pick, how some Bears fans are just, in over their heads and stuff like that. But for Jacksonville fans, they don't talk shit. They don't do any of that. They seem like, I guess, a decent fan base. I just feel bad. You clearly do not deserve this. And just go cheer for a different team. People will understand. You could say, I was once a Jacksonville fan, and they would immediately understand why you switched teams. Nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would even dare question you. They'd be like, oh, yeah, I understand, because that team sucks. That team's never done a thing. and they would completely get it. And I would completely get it if you switch teams. Like, I don't care if you switch to the fucking Chiefs. I would understand if you went from being a Jaguars fan to a Chiefs fan, because I'm like, why the fuck would you want to root for Jacksonville? What do you just go root for Kansas City? Like, sometimes life is that fucking easy. Like, it's sports, you can make a choice. I'm not saying go bandwagon the Kansas City Chiefs, but, you know, if you were a Jags fan, you did so, I would literally not feel any sort of bad way about that. I would say, you know what, more power to you, buddy. Because, honestly, you deserve that, because you put up with this Jacksonville shit for your whole life, the shit ownership, never, like, ever had a good coach ever, never, ever had, like, a truly great quarterback ever, never had anything ever, never had one player that was franchise changing, excuse me, other than maybe Jalen Ramsey, and his ass dipped after a couple years, because he saw how shit how much in turmoil the franchise was in, and he's got a Super Bowl ring now. So yeah, tough luck. And it's just like, I say that the only way to go from here is up, but it's Jacksonville. Like, they're gonna find a way to not only surpass rock bottom, but get below rock bottom. Like, literally get below the bottom of the fucking barrel. Something that is deemed impossible, seems not likely to ever happen. Ever. It's Jacksonville. They can do it. They can find a way to fuck things up even more than they've already fucked them up to begin with. So, yeah, this is my quick video about the Jaguars, man. Just a terrible franchise. Just terrible ownership. Terrible everything. Fire everybody. Just fire everyone. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.